Hello, my name is Beverly from beverlyscrafts on Etsy. Today I wanted to show you my go-to pattern to make a shawl. The pattern came out in 2018 and it's called Shawl in a Cake, and the specific name of the shawl is the Kingman Shawl. Not Kingsman, Kingman. Or Kingman. It's my go-to shawl pattern, and you can see I wrote on the top of it go-to. Now, this shawl in a cake yarn I have never bought, but I wanted to make a shawl that I liked the stitches. I enjoyed making it, used a minimal amount of yarn, and was quick and easy. So here it is. This meets all my criteria. I kind of got tired of making the granny stitch shawls. I'm a 4-weight yarn girl. My favorite is 4-weight. And the shawl in a cake is 455 yards in the shawl in the cake. Okay? And some of the cakes, even the 5-ounce cakes, are 245, 200, whatever. So in other words, you would need 2 cakes. The shawls I'm going to show you, the first one was made with Premier, because I just love Premier, and it's Premier Frostie, and it took 2 cakes to make this because this cake was 245 yards. And I go by ounces more so than I go by yards, but since in this comparison I had to convert to yards. I noticed that most people on YouTube go by the yards, but I like to go by the ounces. I don't buy cakes that are less than 5 ounces. I'm a 4-weight yarn girl, so you can see. Now, but in this case, it took me 2 cakes to make this shawl in the Burnout Frostie cake. Now here's the colors. I don't have the band anymore. I keep my bands for yarn I still have, but this, I used it all up, and I'm going to put it up, and you can see the beautiful colors, and you can see the stitches. You'll see that there's 3 crochet 1, chain 1, skip 1. There's 3 rows like that. Then there's 1 row of solid crochets. I'm going to bring it down, and you can see that it started with 7 double crochets, and then it branched out to 3 rows of 1 double, 1 chain, 1 skip. 3 rows, and then the next row is all doubles. And that's what I like, because if I get bored doing that, well, I know the next row is going to be, or the 3rd row, 4th row, is going to be all doubles. And so that makes it easy, makes it mindless. Now, when you first start reading this pattern, okay, I always use the hook size that is recommended on the yarn. So on the yarn cake, it used J. And I believe for the shawl in a cake, it uses J if you buy that yarn. But that's what I go by. Now, when you're casting on and you're getting down, casting on, I knit too, so I also. So anyway, when you get down into these rows and it's trying to explain to you how to do the crochet 1, skip 1, chain 1, it kind of gets a little dizzying, okay? But I'm here to tell you that watch your periods, watch your commas. Whenever you see a period or a comma, stop. Perform that action, then read the next, and stop. Just follow the periods and commas. That's why they're there. Because if you were reading a book or a sentence, you would take a breath or stop at those periods and commas. And it's the same thing with a crochet pattern. So let me review. Shawl is a 5-ounce ball. So I must have wrote that down. But I ended up using two balls, 2 cakes. And the shawl itself takes approximately 455 yards. It's a medium 4 is what I used, and a J hook. Now, I have a whip of the same pattern, and this yarn came from MaryMaxim. It came in one of the mystery bags, which I told you I love, I said before. And I would have never bought this yarn, but I love it, okay? This is called Rose, and it's MaryMaxim Simply Worsted. And let's see, it's 262 yards. So I said 455. I got 3 of these skeins, so I'm going to be good. And I'll probably have some left over. Okay, it's a number 4. I'm a number 4 girl. And if you look on the top of it, it says a 5mm. I said I always use the yarn that's recommended. That's a H. A 5 is a H. But I wanted it like the other shawl, so I went ahead and I used the J. So I already disputed my own word. But as you can see, I'm going to move it slow because I don't want to make anybody. But see, it started out with those 7. I got my 3 rows of chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. And then I got my rows of just doubles. And oh, a tip that I use, see the stitch marker? That lets me know that that's the center. And in that location, I would do 2 chains. But as you read the pattern, you'll figure it out. Now, both of these shops will be featured on my Etsy shop. The link will be below, like everybody says. The shawl in the cake pattern will be linked below. And also, I think I'm going to attempt a tutorial on the Kingman Shawl. I did a search on YouTube and I didn't see it listed because, like I said, those first couple of rows when they're explaining, you know, double, chain 1, skip 1, it's easy. But when you're reading the pattern, it's mind-boggling. Okay, so, and then again, it will help with the periods and the commas. And of course, I would want you to print the shawl off. So that's going to be my next goal, is to create a tutorial. I hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe. And thank you very much.